to everyone at home. Today's lesson is mathematics. And before we begin our lesson, let us remember to sanitize. Rub your hands together. Spread them out. Remember, don't touch each other. Right round. And our theme for this week is families and communities. Let us begin our lesson. Our first lesson is on page 3. Before we begin to write, let us look at the blocks that are in our books. Those blocks are for you to write in. Today's lesson is for both grade 2s and grade 3s. Let us start with the grade 2 lesson. We are counting in 2s. I have 2 balls here with me. 1, 2. The ball on my left is our number 2. Let us count together. And as I'm counting, you're also writing down your answer. 1, 2. Let us write number 2. Very good. 3, 4. Well done. 5, 6. Good. 7, 8. Very good. Now I want you to finish off the rest of the numbers by yourself at home. We move on to the grade 3s, and we are counting in 3s. This time my friend will help me to count in 3s. When he lands on the box number 3, it is the blue box. Let us count together. 1, 2, 3. Write number 3. 4, 5, 6. Well done. 7, 8, 9. Write number 9. 10, 11, 12. Wonderful. Now we can finish the rest of the work by ourselves. This exercise is coming from page 4, which is for grade 2s. Grade 3s, feel free to join in. The first exercise we're going to do is the example on the left-hand side. We have 4 balls, blue balls, that is 4 plus 6 white balls, which is the 6 that is written there, equals to 10. So 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. And the opposite, 10 balls all together, we are going to remove 6 white balls, that is 6, which is equal to 4, which is the blue balls. Now let's do the next example together on the chalkboard. The same thing like we did on the first example is what we're going to do on the chalkboard. I have 2 blue balls, so I'm going to write 2 on the chalkboard. 2 blue balls plus this number that we have not been given. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer is 8. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. The opposite again, 10 balls all together, and then we're supposed to take away 2 blue balls. So I'm going to say subtract 2. And then, well, how many am I left with? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our answer is 8. I hope you were able to count with me together. We are going to do the rest by yourselves at home. Now we're going to have fun with numbers on page 5. This is for grade 3s, but grade 2s, I know you can do this, so feel free to join in. My friend here is going to help me with this exercise. Can you please look at your books? Color in the blocks. Look for 173. Help me to look for 173. As well as 184. Look for 184. After that, can you also look for 195? 195. Great job. I hope you're all able to look for these numbers. Now, let us look at number 2. Write the number that comes before 200. Let's look at our number grid that we have and look for the number that comes before 200. Our answer is 195. So the number that comes before 200 is 199. Number 3, write the number that comes after 149. The number that comes after 149. Let's look for the number that comes after 149. 149. 100. Yes, my friend here got 150 correct. Great job. The rest you can do by yourselves at home. Hope you had fun with your last lesson. Turn to page 6. We are going to be counting numbers with the grade 2s, but grade 3s, as usual, feel free to join in. Let us count our numbers together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is going to help us to identify bigger numbers. We are going to draw a circle around the bigger numbers, the bigger number. Now let's look at the first example that has been done for us. 5 or 9, which is the bigger number? The bigger number is 19. You see there's a circle there that is already drawn for us. My friend here is going to help me to identify the bigger number. Which number is bigger, 13 or 15? Sorry, 13 or 12? Which is the bigger number? 13. Yes, the bigger number is 13. Well done. Now, the next number, 5 or 8. Which number is bigger? Well done. The rest, we can do them by ourselves at home. Hope you enjoyed the lesson and quickly finish so that we can do the next activity. come to our last lesson, which we'll find on page 7. We're going to complete that exercise that is for both grade 2s and grade 3s. I'm going to give you a few examples on the board that we're going to do together. 5 plus 3. Let us count on 5 plus 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. What is our answer? 8. 15 is a bigger number, so I've written 15 sticks, and I'm going to count on 3. I'm going to add 3 more. Let us count on together how many are going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Going to get 18. And for the grade 3s, 4 plus, there's a number that we don't know here, and 8. So what are we going to do? We're going to say 8 minus 4. Let's do that together. 8, let's remove 4, counting back from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. How many do we have? 4. Yes, we've got 4. For the next one, 19, I've put 19 sticks here to help us. And then we're going to remove how many? 7. Let us remove them together. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our answer is 12. Right. Our very last exercise that we're going to do is the number bonds. We've got 6 for grade 2s, so every number that you're going to add up is going to add up to 6. So 3 plus a number that we don't know what gives us 6, so it's 3 plus 3, which will give us 6. And then for grade 3s, 17. Whatever number we're going to add, they have to add up to 17. So 13 plus 4 will give us 17. That is our final lesson for today. Hope you enjoyed today's exercises, and always remember our COVID-19 rules. Always sanitize your hands. Let us sanitize our hands. Social distancing, always a meter apart. Don't touch each other. Right round. Now, let us welcome our friend Zoshi to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Joshi. And make sure to always make a helicopter circle, stretching your arms out and spinning around like me. And make sure you're not touching anyone while doing this. Goodbye!
The coronavirus that causes COVID-19 has changed since the pandemic started. So does this mean the virus has become more dangerous? Scientists have discovered thousands of mutations to the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus. Most mutations only lead to small changes, but scientists believe one, called D614G, may have made it easier for the virus to infect human cells. This mutation most likely emerged after the initial outbreak in China, and it spread fast after the virus arrived in Europe. By the end of June, the D614G mutation was found in almost all samples of the virus worldwide. Scientists believe this is due to amino acid changes in the virus's spike proteins, improving its ability to infect human cells. Some studies have found more spikes on viruses with this mutation. These spikes latch onto receptors on the surface of our cells. They then transfer the virus's genetic material, called RNA, inside. Being inside the host cell allows the virus to make many copies of itself. Random errors sometimes happen in the copying process, which cause mutations. Although the full effects of D614G are still unclear, some studies suggest that the mutated virus might be more transmissible than the original. This could mean more people getting sick and at a faster rate. Despite this, there isn't any evidence that the disease itself has become more severe. Scientists are worried about mutations possibly increasing the risk of reinfection. Hong Kong reported what could be the first case of virus reinfection on the 24th of August. A healthy man in his 30s is thought to have caught the virus again 4.5 months after he first got sick. During this time, mutations developed and new variants of the virus emerged. Some experts believe these changes may have made reinfections more likely. Mutations are common over the course of a pandemic. New flu vaccines are needed every winter to keep up with genetic changes to the flu virus. If a coronavirus vaccine is found, it could require regular booster jabs. Mutations won't happen overnight, and the coronavirus is mutating slower than the flu virus. But it's important for scientists to keep a close eye on how the virus changes over time. Could we be hearing more about other mutations in the future?
We know the world is a crazy place right now, but don't panic. Take a breath. Slow down. Or better yet, stop completely. We'll still be here when everything settles down. In this time of uncertainty, look to nature. She has all the answers, you know. We're not only giving ourselves time to reset, we're giving nature time to restore, revive, restart. We're saving ourselves and we're saving the world. Stay home now so that we can welcome you to Namibia again soon. Yes, the world's a crazy place right now, but don't despair. Find the joy, cherish hope, breathe. Take a moment, take a few, and someday soon you'll once again be able to stay in wonder at this magnificent view. The world's a crazy place right now, but don't worry, we'll still be here. We'll see you again soon.
Black sunrise, always gonna be a surprise, 'cause we don't know the way it's going to go, 'cause we can see the way it's going to be, 'cause we can see.
Ay, ay, ay.
We're talking about COVID. Babaji, tell us about the day you found out you had COVID.
The day I found out I have COVID, just difficult day. I didn't understand how I got COVID, because I was always covered, I was always with my hand sanitizer. It came with my wife. And that whole day, I was thinking, what's gonna happen to me? I'm gonna survive. My kids, I was losing my tasting, smelling. There were some days I will test my taste buds and put like 4 or 5 chilies in my coffee. No ways. I didn't taste it.
So did you also lose your appetite in the process?
It was very funny. In the first week, no, I was chowing like I will wake up like midnight and make for me something. But after the first week, then the appetite was gone. When you go to bed, your body is also automatically switching off. And that's a dangerous time for COVID. It's like glass pinching you, cutting you inside your lungs. Then the heart was pumping like rabbit pumps. You are losing a lot of fluids at night.
Is that through fever or what?
Yeah, it's through fever.
So have you experienced any side effects from having contracted COVID-19?
No, not yet. Maybe still coming, but not yet.
And your wife?
She was complaining about light head. It's an annoying headache. It's light, but it's annoying.
So basically you didn't take any prescribed medicine from the doctor to recover from COVID?
No, I didn't. The only thing I was using is desperate for my blood not to clot. Because for some people, when your lungs are really, really infected, your blood will start to clot from the lungs, close all the airways. That's where we are passing. I'm smoking cigarette, and when you were a smoker and COVID in your lungs now.
So then after you both found out you had COVID, what did you guys do to protect the kids?
The kids move out from the house. The Buddhists will come, then we'll collect everything for them and just put for them outside. When they came, just grab the food and go.
So what was the biggest battle for you? Was it mental or physical?
Mentally. Mentally was the biggest battle. I'm actually an international movie maker, and my career was cut off. I couldn't put bread on the table. There were some days we have one meal for the day, then went to bed. And that was hitting me in my mind. What if Blessing get corona now? Where am I gonna go? Who's gonna help? There were also some people depend on us in the rural areas. We couldn't help them. My future was black, dark, dark, dark. I couldn't even see that small light at the end of the tunnel. One day, my daughter decided, now, I want to see my father today. And I just told her, yeah, she can come. The first words was, Daddy, I was praying for you yesterday night. Don't worry, Corona will go back soon. And I was asking, from where? From Namibia? She said, no, not from Namibia, from you. And you are not looking good. And she was actually heartbroken. Until today, she hates Corona. From there, then I was like, oh, okay. If the smallest one is saying this, why am not picking me up self and do the right thing and get rid of this thing? That's where I started to run, to practice, coming to my quiet place. And actually, the main thing that broke my heart during that time was there was no one. The time of COVID, there was no one.
So can you tell us where we are right now?
We are at my silent place. I call this place my silent place. I will come here when the COVID is hitting me like 120%. Looking at the ocean, then you will hear voices like, no, you don't belong here. Today you don't belong here. Get up and go home. Some days they will nurse you like, now you will survive. Your future is a bright future. You must not give up now. Think about your kids, think about the people around you. Even the wind will do that. Actually, you must meditate. The thing of COVID is, looks like COVID is afraid of the warmness and is friends with the coldness. So the whole time you are baking in the sun, it helps a lot.
So is that what you did?
Yeah, I did. I will do that twice a day. This was supposed to be a golden year for me, a very, very good golden year for me, but then COVID decided, no, this is not going to be your golden year. Everything was cancelled. We, the filmmakers, this year, from the international shoots, lost lot of money.
You've lost 3 family members? Is it all due to COVID?
No, not all due to COVID. First one, my sister, she was very close to me. She contracted COVID April, and she was in ICU for 3 months. The COVID damaged her lungs, and at the stage her lungs collapsed and she couldn't breathe without the machines. Her kidneys failed, her liver has failed. COVID is real. First of all, COVID is real. It's not a joke. Most of the people, they fall away from COVID regulations. Still early to fall away from COVID regulations. We must still go in line with those COVID regulations.
And how long did you say it took you to recover?
3 weeks, 21 days.
What must somebody do to change your mind from the negative perspective to that positive?
COVID, no job. It's very dangerous. There was one day I just decided I'm gonna take a rope, go to the jetty, sit around there, and after all I will hang there by the jetty. The time I arrived here there was no wind, out of nowhere. The ocean was like angry, and it started to get cold, and I was like, but it was just nice weather. Then I sat down. Then the universe will talk with you, the wind, the sun, the ocean. That's the main thing of COVID. If you don't save yourself, no one will save you. And we must always appreciate what we have around us. That's the main thing in COVID. If you don't appreciate what you have around you, no, you will lose your head.
Smile, smile, smile. When you walk with me, I just want you to smile, smile.
My industry and what I've done with my hands in Namibia, it's going all over the world, and here you are, Papa G, you want to quit? Nah. I'm excited for 2021. It's not gonna be the same like in 2020 now. I'm making back in the groove.
Give me food, clothes, water, and shelter. Nothing else, no matter. You're my moonlight in my heaven. Let all my sins be forgiven.